Hello, everybody. It is Saturday, December 13th, and welcome back to the Nick Watkins Show. I'm Nick Watkins. Let's get into it. We have a good amount to talk about. We'll start with the Warriors and what happened in basketball last night in Steph Curry's return. This is our first game since Sunday, so all of our, Steph and Jimmy, they were able to rest up from their injuries, heal up, and Steph came back in a big way. 39 points for Steph Curry. Unfortunately, it was not enough to win this game. The Timberwolves won 127 to 120. The Warriors went on a run late in the game. They were down by double digits halfway through the fourth quarter, and they managed to, tie the game, take the lead. But then, they couldn't do anything about it at the end, and the Timberwolves held us off. So that's unfortunate. It is great that Steph came back and balled out like this. 39 points, shooting 50% from the field. That is amazing. Jimmy Butler had 15, 8, and 5. That's a good game. Pat Spencer, Quinton Post, they continued their good play, and now Moody had 11 points as well. Unfortunately, it was, it's just not enough. They didn't even have Anthony Edwards, and we still lost this game, which makes it sting even more because this was a winnable game without their best player. But it's just unfortunate. So I mean, you can't ask any more from Steph. He put up almost 40, which makes it an unfortunate loss. Hopefully, we can bounce back from this on Sunday in Portland, who we've already lost to twice this year. So we don't want to, we don't want to make that a habit. For the NBA, we go to Las Vegas today, where there are two. It is in Las Vegas, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. There are two NBA Cup games today, semifinals for the NBA Cup. From the East, it's the Knicks and the Magic. From the West, the Spurs and the Thunder. The Thunder are 24-1, which is, they matched the Warriors for best. Like, they have the same record that the Warriors did through 25 games when the Warriors went 73-9 in that magical year in 2015 to 2016, which was such a fun year to be a Warrior fan. So hopefully they can lose this game. Although it does count. The only game that doesn't count, I believe, is the NBA Cup championship. That game won't count for regular standings, but this game does count. So that's interesting. Who do I think is going to win? I think the Knicks are going to win over the Magic. And I think the Thunder are probably going to win this. But I'm rooting for the Spurs. I just want the Thunder to lose, man. They can't keep winning like this. They've won 14 in a row. They are a really good team. Probably even better than last year when they won it all. So hopefully, they get taken down. So now we'll go to the MLB and look at some MLB news. A couple of moves were made. Michael Soroka goes to the Diamondbacks, which is it's a good signing for them. He can be used in a variety of ways out of the bullpen. He could be a starter, but he may be a starter for Arizona. I don't really know how they're going to use him. Then the other one that kind of hurts a little bit, Tyler Rogers, the former Giant of 7 years, franchise leader in holds. He obviously got traded last summer to the Mets, and the package we got back was awesome. We definitely won that trade with Drew Gilbert coming back and other prospects as well. But Tyler Rogers signed a 3-year deal with the Toronto Blue Jays. Good for him, getting paid a little bit. It's like 3 years, 37, 38, something like that. So, it's a good deal for Toronto. Obviously, you guys know Noah. He was on episode like 62 or 63. I can't remember which one. But he's a Blue Jays fan, and he asked what I could expect from Tyler Rogers. And I said, well, you can expect a sub-2 ERA. He'll go out there, he'll get 1 inning pitched and 1 strikeout every game. And then the 11th game, he'll give up a run or two, and then he'll lock right back in. He's an awesome player, super consistent. His arm slot is probably the most unique in the majors, and a good bullpen piece for the Blue Jays. He said they'd like to address the closer issue. with Trevor, or not Trevor, not Trevor. I think I had Trevor Hoffman. They would be set. They wouldn't need a closer. But Jeff Hoffman obviously blew the save in the World Series Game 7 last year. So they get a very strong, reliable setup man though. It's a good signing for Toronto. Um, that's unfortunate for the Giants because I wanted Tyler Rogers to come back, have a reunion there. It felt automatic almost. So this is definitely disappointing that it didn't happen. And if you think about it, the the keys that, or not the keys, but like the potential offseason moves that I wanted the Giants to make, going for obviously re-signing Tyler Rogers was one, and then getting a closer on a short-term deal was another one. And now you look, Edwin Diaz, uh, Robert Suarez, Devin Williams, Ryan Helsley, Raisel Iglesias. They are all off the board now. All those are five closers. You can make an argument that those are the top four. I mean, Iglesias, I don't know how high he is on people's boards, but there are other options out there like Kenley Jansen. But those are kind of the best closers that were available, and now they're all gone. So we kind of got to address the bullpen because we have pretty much nobody back there. Eric Miller coming off of surgeries. Aguero, he's a rookie. Ryan Walker is just the most frustrating, inconsistent player. And Rodriguez, who is our best reliever, he's not going to be playing this upcoming year. So we definitely should probably address that. I also wanted to get a starter. I have my eye on Imai. The Giants kind of backed out of those negotiations, those talks. There are still plenty of good starting pitching available, but the Giants said they're going to be cautious with how much money they give to pitchers. So it probably wouldn't mean Framber Valdez or Ranger Suarez or somebody like that. Obviously, that'll be awesome to get a pitcher of that caliber. It just doesn't feel like it's going to happen. Hopefully, we can re-sign at least rather re-sign Verlander or sign Scherzer, get an Unk back in the building. I'd love to have both, but realistically, that's probably not the smartest thing to have two Unks on the roster, injuries and all that stuff, and just paying too much money probably. But you never know how it's going to work. Obviously, we've been making small moves here and there, but I'd like to see a little bit more. I don't think offense is going to be a problem for us this year. Offensive players, at least. The offense can be inconsistent here and there, but hopefully we can keep it a nice, steady, good production this year. But the pitching staff has holes in it. Hopefully we can address the bullpen, especially the back half, get a reliable arm back there because all the options for closer right now that are currently in the organization, they're not consistent. There's injury questions with Miller. How well is he going to recover? Peguero, he's too young to go into a closer role and succeed right off the bat, and Walker is just too inconsistent. So there's other guys you can try, but we really need somebody who can lock down games. We need pitching, man. We need pitching. So what else? The Sharks play today in Pittsburgh against the Penguins. That is going to cap off this road trip that we've been on. We went to Dallas and lost, went to Carolina and won. Then we lost to the Flyers in Philadelphia, and then we beat the Maple Leafs on Thursday. And then today against the Penguins, this is going to be the last game of this 5-game road trip. Hopefully we can win this game and finish 3-2 on the road trip. That will be big. We are 15, 14, and 3 right now. We are currently 8th in the West, 5th in the Pacific, 3 points above the Kraken, below us in the Pacific. And then we are also tied with the Mammoth in points, but we have the tiebreaker there. So we are currently in possession of that spot of the playoffs. Still 5 months away, pretty much. So we got to keep playing good hockey. As for college football, there are no college football playoff games today. It is the Army-Navy game, and then Boise State and Washington. That's going to be later. So Army-Navy is always a cool game. Navy is definitely better this year. So that's my pick for this game. I have Navy winning in this military battle. And yeah, that's going to do it for today. We have a great day of football to talk about tomorrow. And then obviously we'll recap the Sharks game, and then we'll jump into football tomorrow. It's going to be a great week. There are a ton of good games, and yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.